Okay, so this is part 2. Okay, so back to the story here. He would always tell his mom later told me that he always said, I don't know about everything because he didn't want to get in trouble. And since you want to be all up in our business, why don't you ask his mom? Because she'll tell you the same thing. That bitch is a narcissist. She's a narcissist. She's a Trump-loving narcissist. As my ex-mother-in-law, she was a good person, but she is a narcissist. They would fight all the time. She would blame me. She would blame him. She would blame everybody else, just like her father does, because these patterns repeat for what she would do. Like, she would never apologize. She'd just do whatever she wanted. Arrogant old white lady. You know, Trump-loving, Republican-loving, Christian. No, wait, is she Mormon? I think they were Mormon, or she used to be Mormon, and she's Christian. I don't know. Maybe my ex used to always say she used to be Mormon, and then they were Christian. So, I don't know. Little superior, little white superior. You know how you guys all are, you know. And I'm Latino, so. But I am his twin. I am his twin flame. See? Look at our faces. I can't make that up. Look at her face right here. Go look at the picture on my TikTok. Look at her face right here. Look at how similar it is. I took that picture back in we took that picture back in 2020. Then we separated in 2022. So, yeah, his mom would always, and then I realized it. There's other ones too, but that was the one that you could clearly fucking see it. I didn't even know. That guy, my karmic, never once told us that we were twin flames. To use us, to abuse us, for his own gain, because he was into all that spiritual shit, and he knew that we had the power of manifestation. We make things manifest like that. I don't know what it is, probably because we're connected to spirit, but yeah, we are connected to spirit. So guess what? You think that you're doing whatever you want, but really you're giving spirit a way in to look and see what you're doing. And he has a front row seat, and he's using the masculine to watch your ass, just like people in my energy are getting. Like, you're getting judged, bitch. You think you're judging other people? You're getting fucking judged by spirit. So anyway, questioning my spiritual beliefs, my spiritual knowing, my inner knowing, my spiritual gifts, my regalos de Dios, okay? No. Like, you can't do that. Like, you're gonna get your karma for being that way because you're being deceptive. And you know what you're doing. I'm hearing this part of, she kept calling your name. You know the one, she kept calling your name. A League of Their Own, when Tom Hanks was talking about, he went to confess. You need to confess, bitch. He went to confess, and he was talking about, he was praying before a game. You need to bless yourself, bitch. You need to get rid of that. You think that you're godly or something. You're all spirit. You're Christian. You're religious. You use God to justify your bullshit. Anyway, that's how his mother was. That's why it's familiar. He goes back to what's familiar. It reminds him in a ways, but it's something he has to heal from. It's a pattern. It's something that he needs to heal from in his inner child. This woman would neglect him. He ran to a karmic that is neglectful and blah 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 blah. Okay, and now it feels familiar, so it feels like his mother. When I loved him genuinely, he didn't like it because he thought it was fake, because that bitch was neglecting him. I almost said molesting, but neglecting. But we all know why I said that word. So regardless, because there's a charge on somebody's background check. Yeah, spirit knows what you're doing. So you can lie about it, you can shift blame, you can project, but guess what? In the end, you're gonna get your fucking karma. And when the feminine steps into the ring, it's like I can gaslight your karma if I want to. So I'll throw some fire on that shit, and you'll just blow up in your face. Anyway, so yeah, it's like you can't do those things to people. It's all meant for a higher purpose. My karmic, spiritual, all into that shit, older, known my family for 35 years, known me for 17 directly, but that's how we met him. He was already part of my little family. Seeing people in my family before when I was just a kid, like Now I'm older, and I started seeing him, and then I realized what he was doing to everybody. I am the feminine. I am the generational curse breaker. I can see through your fucking ass. Okay, sorry, I can. I have an inner knowing. I have spiritual gifts. And my part of my journey, one part of my evolution, part of my awakening was to awaken to my gifts. So I did not invent tarot cards, but I am in line with my inner knowing. I am in line with my intuition. I am awakened, and he is awakening. So you are stealing. You are stealing because you feel like a failure because you're blocked by your creativity, but you are going to face judgment. You fucking see me pick up those cards. You're gonna face that judgment, honey. So you keep acting like you ain't, and then you could do whatever you want. But guess what? When it's real hard for you because you think it's hard now, wait till you face that fucking, wait till you face that, because that's what's gonna happen. You do not steal, manipulate, lie, and cheat and act like you are innocent. And then lie again and keep lying. A little psycho. Whew. Anyway. Spirit, what does the collective need to know? Very suddenly, lying. You better stop doing that shit. You better stop, because you are stuck in a pattern and you're trying to recover financially. Fives are about changes. You better change. Losing control because you're not confident. I think I know who I'm talking to. Real, like, you know, you're messing with a divine being over there. He is divinely protected, honey. You better question your fucking worth. You better question it. That man that you're trying to spy and all this other shit, no. You're putting him here regardless. He's going to evolve and awaken, and this is... Oh my god. I can't make that shit up. You want to keep doing a pattern, you're going to get your karma. You want to keep doing your pattern, you're going to get karma. Cause and effect, honey. Cause and effect. You're trying to balance, you're repeating a pattern, averting a disaster because you feel blocked, because you're greedy, because you are greedy. A karmic lesson. It's draining a divine being, a little page, manipulating him. I can't even make that up. I can't even make that up. You're a little tricky illusion because you're a fucking karmic. Because you are the empress. Because reverse. And you're conflicted and you think he's stupid. Go ahead. You ain't gonna win. You ain't gonna win. It's gonna end in heartbreak. You ain't gonna win. He's being pulled in two different directions because I am his soul. Because I am his twin flame. Because I am his divine feminine. That's why he's pulled towards me. That's why he's pulled towards me. Judgment. There it is again. This is somebody being pulled in two different directions. See those two things up here? He's being pulled in two different directions. To me. So, keep playing. Okay, this is what's in store for you. Okay? Anyway, I had to learn my karma. I had to learn my, from my karmic. I had to learn from my karmic, my spiritual gifts. And he's learning something in the physical realm from you. So, keeping your usual sneaky self, lying and manipulating and cheating and stealing, you're going to face your karma. You're going to face your karma. You're repeating a pattern and you need to change. You really need to change, karmic. You can't be the divine feminine. You never will be divine feminine. This is all real. There's a spiritual world and a physical world, and you know about it because you went to somebody to pay somebody to do spell work on him to make him leave me in the first place, but all you did is awaken the feminine because it's all meant for a higher purpose. I am a witch, I am the feminine, I am grounded in the upper chakras. He is the masculine, grounded in the lower chakras. So stop messing around with spirit because you're basically giving him a front row seat to see everything that you're doing. Because He can see through my twin flame's eyes. The eyes are windows to your